softball, no strike count. No strike, no out. And you said North Carolina's on the bases.
North Carolina's on the bases.
Bottom of the fourth, right?
Bottom of the fourth, bases are loaded.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 20. Already starting off on a bad foot. Let me get my EQ here set. I'm not hearing myself too well in the headphones, but it looks like it is going out. Let's see. Let's boost my phone here. And there we go. All right, good. Let's try that again. Start from the top. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Dixie Softball World Series here in Prince George County, Virginia. We are at the Grayson P. Austin Field.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, softball fans. We are going to resume our game in the fourth inning. All the runners will be put back where they were. All the pitchers will be put back where they were. All the fielders will be put back where they were. We again appreciate your patience with the field, with the weather, and the things that we cannot control. Our officiating team today, behind the plate, is Mr. Milton Lawson. In the field, Mr. Dan Gerald and Mr. Justin Beagle.
Well, as you heard the announcers say, we are about to get underway here. And he gave you most of the information, so let me recap it just to make sure you know what's going on here. My name is Trey James. I'm your broadcaster here for JockJive Sports with the presentation of the 2024 Dixie Softball World Series. We're going to do the national anthem here, so give us one moment and we'll be right back. Play ball. Okay, here we go. We're going to recap what happened yesterday until we got, again, rained out. I've never seen so many times the rain games and rain delays occur. And the strange thing about it is that it's clear all over the state of Virginia except for a couple square miles around this field. Anyway, the score is 3-2, as you can see on the screen. Virginia is leading North Carolina 3-2. We will start in the bottom of the fourth with the bases loaded, continued from yesterday. And the count is 1-0 with no outs. So we're already starting in a barn burner position.
I'd rather be on a softball field than at work any day.
That is correct. The announcer says he'd rather be at a softball field rather than at work any day. Sort of like a bad day of fishing is a better day than a good day at work. This kind of reminds me of the 2008 World Series, Major League Baseball World Series, where the Philadelphia Phillies were facing off against the Tampa Bay Rays, and it was played in Philadelphia, and it was Game 5, and it was the only time in World Series history where a game was stopped because the weather was so foul in October. It was raining, and it was water puddling up all around the bases. The umpires got together and said, you know what, we're going to pause this game right now. And the only thing was, it was also in the mid-30s. It was raining and in the mid-30s, so it was very bad. So the next day they couldn't continue, so then the following day they continued, and the Phillies went on to win that game and the World Series in 2008. Okay, we got number 19, Zoe Culberson, coming to the plate. She is the pitcher, and the ball 2. Culberson grounded out to third baseman last time she was up. And the pitch. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a strike one. So it's ball 2 now. So count is 2-1. So score is 3-2, bottom of the 4th, and that ball is struck up the middle in between the shortstop and the second baseman. 1 run will score, and the ball was thrown over out of bounds, and it hit my tent. Okay, the center fielder picked up the ball, threw it to home plate, and it hit my tent where I'm sitting under. I just got a new tent because the weather had destroyed the last one that we were using. So the score now is 4-2 on the double by Culberson. Perigo and Kaiser score. And Moorhead is at third. Culberson's at second. And Herring, number 7, comes up to the plate. And the pitch comes in. Called strike. So 7 is pitching to 7. That is Addie Camden on the mound. Inside, ball 1. Herring steps into the plate and waits the pitch. And she pops it up right behind the second baseman, and she gets the ball. Second base and throws coming in at the plate, and she is out at the plate. Moorhead is thrown out by the plate by second baseman Nani Brown. Nani Brown is thrown out. Nani Brown throws out Moorhead at the plate, and that now is 2 outs.
Now batting number 6, Avery Price.
So Herring pops up to Brown at second. Ball is hit by Price out of bounds. Count 0-1 to Price. But Herring popped up to the second baseman, Nani Brown, and then she caught it and threw it to home because Moorhead tagged and went. Ball low and outside. So Moorhead was tagged out at home. So that was a 4-2 put out at the plate. High, ball 2. So the game starts off with a bang here in the bottom of the 4th as we resume the game here in Grayson P. Austin Field. And the ball is hit by Price in between the left field and center fielder. It drops for a hit. Culberson comes around to score. Price ends up at second. Score now 5-3 North Carolina. I think the coach needs to take the time, and there he goes. He's going out to talk to number 7, Addie Camden, kind of calm her nerves. Everything's happening fast at a fire hose pace. And he is switching pitchers. He's going to number 12, Nani Brown. Nani Brown is coming in from second base, and Camden is heading out to second base. So Nani Brown is taking over the pitching duties on the mound, and Camden heads to second base. So we got 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner at second base in Price.
Now coming to
The
the
score
mound,
5-3.
Number 12, Nani Brown.
Now this is the Dixie Bells division, so they will play 7 innings, so there's plenty of time for Virginia to catch back up.
Check. Now batting number 18, Blair Culberson.
So Blair Culberson comes to the plate. She's number 18. She is the shortstop for North Carolina. Strike 1. So Price is at second base. Culberson at the plate. And she lines it over the third baseman's head, and Price is rounding third, coming in, slides, and makes it home safely. And Blair Culberson is safe at second base. Price comes in, scores, bringing the score up to 6-3.
Stepping into the box, number 10, Emmy.
That is firing up the dugout over at North Carolina. All right, we have Rushing, number 10, coming to the plate. Emmy Rushing, she is the center fielder for North Carolina. Count is 0-1 to Rushing. Low, ball 1. One and one, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Score now is 6-3 North Carolina over Amherst, Virginia. And the pitch, swing and a miss by Rushing. Fouled off. Count remains 1-2 to Emmy Rushing. Nani Brown steps back from the pitching rubber, and now she looks in on the catcher and delivers a pitch. Low ball, bounces up and hits the umpire, and it bounces away, so Culberson takes off for third and rides there safely. Count now is 2-2. The ball came in, bounced up, past the catcher's mitt, and hit the ump, and then bounced away. Pitch is in, ball 3. Brown delivers. The ball is hit to third baseman. And Culberson is out at the plate. Third baseman Miranda Thacker grabbed the ball, threw it home, and the catcher Emily Welch tagged out Culberson for the final out. All right, we're going to go to the top of the 5th with the score 6-3, North Carolina leading Amherst, Virginia. That was a fiery bottom of the 4th and a resumption of the game. It just seemed like jumped off at a fire hose pace. I'm sure Virginia will recover and start a comeback of their own.
North Carolina 6.
So we have overcast skies here. And I really hate to say it, but the forecast calls for more rain later today around 1 o'clock. So we're going to try and get in as many games as possible here. We only have a few left in the World Series for the Dixie Bells and the Ponytails. We just got to wait for the winner of this game, and they will go on to the next round. And I'm sorry to say, whoever doesn't win this game will go home not in the greatest of moods. But nobody has a reason to hang their head here, because just making it here is an achievement in itself. These players had to go through locals, regional, states, and then here. And we had 10 representatives from 10 different states, or 10 teams from 10 different states. As far away as Louisiana and Florida. And we have number 19 from North Carolina, Culberson, pitching. Yeah, Zoe Culberson is continuing pitching. She's started the game, and she's looking forward to keep going.
Serenity Dina.
All right, as we start the top of the fifth, we have number 25, Serenity Diener, coming to the plate. Culberson will pitch to Diener. Ball low, ball one. Culberson looks at her wrist guard. Ball two. Yeah, the pitchers and catchers have these little wristbands on their arms. Gives them an idea of what's going to get thrown depending on who's at the plate. It helps them decide. All right, strike one. The count is 2-1 now. Also reduces the yelling back and forth from the dugout to the pitcher. Because obviously these players love to chant and scream and yell and make a whole bunch of noise. And Diener pops it up to the shortstop. Blair Culberson takes the ball and securely for the out. All right, we got one out here in the top of the fifth. Nobody on.
Stepping into the plate, number 5. Alana Robertson.
Alana Robertson, number 5, comes to the plate. She is listed as a substitute or extra player. Swing and a miss to Miss Robertson. Now all Virginia has to do is just take this one pitch, one play at a time. They don't have to hit a home run. They just get on base, and that's what Robertson looks like she's going to do. She's Culberson was able to grab the ball. She ran in as the ball passed Culberson at the pitching mound, and then her sister Zoe came in, backed her up, picked up the ball, and threw it over to first baseman Marissa Kaiser for the second out by not very much. Robertson was running down there like she was chasing an ice cream truck, but it was to no avail. All right, we have one ball to Miss Siemens, as Maddie Siemens is at the plate. We got 2 outs. So the count now is 1-1. And the pitch from Culberson. She pulls the bat back in time to get the count to 2-1. And the pitch from Culberson. High, ball 3. Nobody on here in the top of the fifth with 2 outs. It's 3-1 to Siemens. She steps out and tries to regroup. And the pitch from Culberson. She looks like she's going to bunt. She pulls the ball back and ends up getting a walk out of the deal. So she takes a free pass to the base. And we have number 2 coming to plate, Megan Tweedy. She is the left fielder for Amherst, Virginia. And the pitch. Strike, says the umpire. Count is 1-1 to Miss Tweedy. Culberson looks in and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Okay, and the pitch from Culberson. Fouled back. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, says Blue. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. North Carolina leading Amherst, Virginia 6-3. And Culberson, Tweedy hits the ball in between left fielder and the shortstop. And the left fielder, Avery Price, runs in, grabs the ball, secures it for the final out. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, score is 6-3 North Carolina over Virginia. Still plenty of time left, but we're running out. Virginia has 6 more outs before the end of the game. And if they come back, and should they come back and tie it up or at least go ahead, that will force a bottom of the 7th and extend the game. Nani Brown gets back out on the mound. And her battery mate is Emily Welch behind the plate. We have Bridget Jones in right field. Reagan Hunt is shortstop. Curly Falls is at first. Addie Camden is the now second baseman. Miranda Thacker at 5th. Haven Tyree is in center. Serenity Diener is the extra player. Alana Robertson second is an extra player. Maddie Siemens again an extra player. And then Megan Tweedy rounds off the team in left field. That's for Virginia. Okay, we have number 9, Bates. Swing and a miss. Brings the count to 1-1.
Now batting number 9, Bree Bates.
So Bree Bates come to the plate. She is the second baseman for North Carolina. Brown delivers the pitch. High ball 2. Brown throws the ball in. Ball 3. And the pitch. Strike 2. Just caught the inside of the plate. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Count full, 3-2. Brown delivers, bounces into the plate. She walks. Bates takes her base with a free pass.
Now batting number 3, Jalen Motley.
And we have Jalen Motley coming to the plate, number 3. High ball 1. And the pitch fouled off. Evens the count, 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Ball 2 inside. It's fine there. It's fine there.
They just can't see.
You can go there if you want. Yes. I have one of the players' moms here with a camera. She needs a cell phone. She's trying to put a set up to get it situated, but I apologize for the delay there. It's 3-1 the count to Motley, Jalen Motley. Now the count is full. And the pitch is low, ball 4. Motley takes off, so we now have 3 and 2 bases.
Back to the top of the lineup,
Second and first.
North Carolina, number 22.
So Bates goes up to
Carpenter.
second. Motley's now on first. And that brings up Carpenter, Addie Carpenter, number 22. And she lays down a bunt and sends it off to the third baseman, who then throws it down to first.
After the sacrifice,
So now we have second and third.
To the plate, number 4, Lily Johnson.
And the pitch to Lily Johnson is sent past shortstop. Bates comes in to score. Motley goes on to third. Carpenter is ground sacrifice bunt there, so she's not on. And Johnson's now at first.
Now batting number 5, Maddie Pagel.
Anytime between the innings, come over and make adjustments, but I can't see when you're standing in front of me.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, but thank you.
All right, that was Peringo, who was called out at first base. The ball was hit to the pitcher, and she throws it over to the first baseman for out number 2. Just a little confusing around here. Got parents in front of me trying to put their cameras up and everything. And I don't mind that. I mean, they're not in the shot, but they're blocking my view of what's going on with the play. So now that everything's taken care of there, I can get back to the order of things. And the score now is 7-3 here at Grayson P. Austin Field. North Carolina leading on Amherst, Virginia. And the pitch from Brown goes to Kaiser. Double zero Kaiser. Marissa Kaiser is the catcher for North Carolina. Takes a little bit of time out and gets situated in the base and the plate. Strike 2. Time is called, and now we're back in 0-2 with 2 outs here. Swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and we will go to the top of the 6th with the score now 7-3 North Carolina
I have just been informed of some amazing
over
news.
Amherst, Virginia.
If you were here at the ballpark early and did not get breakfast, the concession stand is serving breakfast at this time. They would love to serve you. Step right on up for some warm breakfast, something cold to drink, snacks, whatever you need.
And there you have it. The concession stand is selling breakfast to anybody who did not get any this morning. All right, here we are in the top of the 6th. North Carolina leading Amherst, Virginia 7-3. And we got Emily Welch, number 1 Emily Welch, coming to the plate to start off the top of the 6th, followed by number 15 Bridget Jones and number 12 Nani Brown. Just seems like everything's happening at a fast pace this morning and got everything going on.
Now stepping to the mound for North Carolina, number 11, Addie Moorhead.
That's not right. It's Virginia's up to bat. Yeah, Tweedy was the last batter for Virginia in the previous inning. They're talking about the pitcher. Addie Moorhead is now pitching. My apologies. So Addie Moorhead is now pitching. And she takes Perigo's place. So I'm wondering if Perigo went over to first base. I'm not sure. I'll let you know in a minute. Okay, so Addie Moorhead is the pitcher now, number 11. Here's the pitch. And we're done that. As Kaiser throws down to second base, Bree Bates receives the pitch. And we're going to see now who's playing first base. So Carpenter goes over to third. Yeah, Addie Carpenter's at third. Culberson's at second. Number 7, Oakley Herring now is at third base, or first base, my apologies, first base. And who is at second? I can't get their number. I would imagine it would be Bree Bates. She has not left that position, so. And we have Emily Welch at the plate. She takes high, ball 1 for the first pitch. All right, Moorhead winds, delivers, strike 1. Welch is the catcher here for Virginia, and she fouls it back. Strike 2. So number 1, Welch is the catcher for Amherst, Virginia. Does a fine job behind the plate. She's got a good arm and blocks pitches very well. And the pitch for Moorhead. Popped up to first baseman. It always seems that when you switch into a new position, the ball's going to find you. And for Oakley Herring, that is the case. Oakley Herring takes that pitch that was batted up and secures it properly for the first out. All right, with 1 out here in the top of the 6th, we have Nani Jones. Or Bridget Jones, my apology. Bridget Jones. Nani Brown will be next. All right, there is a confab between the umpire and the coach for Virginia, the head coach. That is I'm not sure if it's Coach Falls. Hold on for a second. Let me see what the coach is here. Oh, manager Brandon Welch. Brandon Welch is the manager for Amherst, Virginia. And now the umpires are confabbing. Coach Moorhead from, or as he likes to be called, GCM, is listening in on the umpires, trying to figure out what's going on. There is no balls, no strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Umpires are now discussing it. And the head umpire is heading over to the commissioner. Seems that something's amiss. All the while, number 15, Bridget Jones, is waiting patiently out of the box. That's the one thing about this game. Baseball, softball, They can go at a million miles an hour 1 minute and then snail's pace the next. Let's see what's going on. Okay, it appears that Coach Moorhead is removing the wrist guard from the catcher that has the information that they use to, and now the catcher Kaiser is wondering what's going on. And now all the players are pointing at the pitchers. I don't know if it's a reflective issue or just trying to decipher everything here. And Coach GCM is wondering what is the, now I just heard the Blues say we're good to go. So I just trying to figure out now the catcher is putting on a different sleeve on her forearm that has all the catching pitches information, and so now we're waiting for Jones to come out of the dugout and to take her stance into the batter's box. So now that we have everything back in order, the count is 0-0 with one out here in the top of the sixth. Moorhead is about to deliver to Kaiser for a strike. 0-1 is the count to Jones, who scored her last time up. She was about to bunt there, but pulls the ball back. Count is 1-1. In the pitch, high ball 2. And a chance to resume. Swing, strike 2. Seems like all's right with the world when both dugouts are chanting and singing and screaming. 2-2 with one out here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jones goes down on strikes. Now we have 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. Kaiser reminds us that we have 2 down.
Now batting number 12, Nani Brown.
Nani Brown now is in the box. Up, time. Seem to have something going on between the blue crew. And they seem to still be talking about the wrist guard that the pitcher or catcher wears with all the information they have for pitching decisions. All right, we seem to be back. Don't know exactly what that was going on, but there was talk pointing to the wrist and all that, but or the forearm, not wrist. All right, 0-0 is the count to Nani Brown, who's pitching for Virginia. Moorhead delivers high to Kaiser, so 1-0 to count. Brown steps out of the box and then gets back in, gets situated, waiting for the pitch from Moorhead. And it's driven down foul down the right side of the field. First base line. Foul just by inches, but it was a screamer. She hit that with some authority. 1-1 says Blue, and he is correct. With 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. And the pitch from Moorhead. fouled straight back. Brings the count to 1-2. One and two the count to Brown. And the pitch. Oh, that was really close. Count is 2-2 right now. Even Brown thought that she might have been called out, but on strikes, but that was not the case. It is now 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch from Moorhead. That is outside. Ball 3. 3-2 the count here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. North Carolina leading Virginia 7-3. And the chance go up, and the ball comes in. And the ball is hit to the first baseman. It picks it up and throws it over. Oh, she is safe. Brown ran down as fast as she could. She looked like she was doing a 100-meter sprint there. She was, she got the first base before, let's see who's playing first now. Okay, Oakley Herring had picked up the ball, but the right fielder came in, or the second baseman came over, who was Bree Bates, to cover first. But Brown had already crossed first base to make it safe there. And the ball gets by, and Brown moves up to second base. Ball gets by, so she is now up at second base. We have Reagan Hunt, number 3, Reagan Hunt. She is the shortstop for Virginia. She is at the plate with the count 1-0 on her. Let me get all this stuff straightened out here. 1-0. She brings the bat around. It appears that she's going to bunt, but then doesn't. But the call is strike anyway, so the count is 1-1. And we have Brown at second. Ball's thrown down to third base where Brown steals third successfully. Brown steals third. So the count now is 1-2. So let me move Brown to third. There she goes. And Moorhead delivers. Outside, ball 2. The shortstop Hunt is in the box, waiting on the pitch from Moorhead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning and the threat. And the score remains 7-3. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, North Carolina leading Amherst, Virginia 7-3. Exciting game so far. They are not holding back. Everybody's giving 100% here. And we got a number 11, Addie Moore, leading off with number 19, Zoe Culberson. And she's pitching now. No, Zoe Culberson is not pitching. I think she was removed off the. I'll double check that. I know her sister Blair Culberson is playing shortstop. But we have Addie Moorhead leading off, Zoe Culberson in second, and then number 7, Oakley Herring, who is at first, batting third. We still see number 2 now is pitching. Who is that? That's Megan Tweedy. Megan Tweedy is now pitching. I'm going to see where Nani Brown is. She looks like she's playing second base.
Number 2, Megan Tweedy.
So Megan Tweedy is pitching here in the bottom of the 6th. Nani Brown appears to be going over to second base, or is that shortstop? Between her and Addie Camden. Addie Camden's probably is still remaining at second base, so that means Nani Brown is at the shortstop position. And where is number 3, Reagan Hunt? So she was the shortstop. And number 9, Carly Falls, remains at third. All right, so Reagan is off the field. Brown is at short. And Camden is at second base. And who's playing third? It should be Miranda Thacker. Thacker's been playing a very good third base. She's been scooping up every ball hit her way and has a good arm. She has the furthest to throw the ball. Looks like number 4 is coming out of the game.
Brown's playing third. Hunt's playing short.
So Hunt is playing short. Brown is playing third. Thacker came out. So Brown is at third. And Hunt is playing short. Okay, now that we got that all straightened out, it is Brown at third, Hunt at short.
11, Addie Moorhead.
Camden at second, and Falls at first. And the pitch from number 2, Megan Tweedy, is in for a ball. Okay, and batting is number 11, Moorhead, Addie Moorhead, who was pitching last inning. Scores now count is now 2-0 to Moorhead. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and nobody on. And the pitch, that's high over the catcher's mitt, hitting the backstop. Ball 3. And the pitch. Oh, Moorhead is hit by the pitch. And she will go on to first base. Moorhead got hit in the back. It wasn't a fast pitch. It was kind of like a medium speed pitch, but I'm sure it still will leave a slight mark. And that brings up number 19, Zoe Culberson. Oh, 1 to count to Culberson. Tweedy pitches. And the ball is hit to left fielder. To the left fielder. Trying to get a name here. Let's see if I can maybe see a number. I think it's number 8. Can't really see that far. Oh, wait a minute, no.
Now batting number
13.
7, Oakley Herring.
I'll get that information when I can. The catcher Welch throws down to first base, chase back Moorhead. All right, now we have Herring at the plate. Oakley Herring, number 7. Strike 2. Ball 1, says up. 1 and 2 to count. Moorhead remains at first. And the pitch, high, ball 2. Okay, that's Bridget Jones in left field. Just got it. And the pitch hit to center fielder and is caught for the out. That is Haven Tyree. So that is 2 outs. Moorhead remains at first base. So that is a F8. If you're keeping score at home, there's a fly out to center fielder. Megan Tweedy just about to throw, but the ump calls time. He is now checking the bat of Avery Price. And now he's walking over to the coach of North Carolina and says, something wrong here, or is this an issue? Oh, I think it's a tape issue. It might have been some tape that was loose. And the umpires call that a safety hazard, which it is. The bat can slip out of the batter's hand if they don't have the proper grip. And the tape has been rectified. And Price is going to get back into the batter's box now that everything's okay. We're going to start the batting here. Count is 0-0 to Price. And Megan Tweedy throws the ball in for ball 1. Moorhead still over at first base. Tweedy delivers. Strike 1, says Blue. Price thought it was a little outside, but it did catch the edge of the plate. The umpire crew, the entire tournament's been very good. I mean, they very rarely missed a call. And that's popped up by Price at the plate, bringing the count to 1-2. Price awaits the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, ending the inning. And Virginia is able to stop the bleeding as far as run scoring by North Carolina. So the score remains 7-3. North Carolina over Amherst, Virginia. And we will head to the top of the 7th. Where Amherst will come up with number 9, Carly Falls, the first baseman, number 7, Addie Camden, the second baseman, and number 4, Miranda Thacker. Wait a minute. Yeah, Miranda Thacker will still bat even though she was taken off the field for replacement of Brown. So number 4, Miranda Thacker, will be batting third. This has been a very exciting game so far. I'm glad you're here watching JockJive Sports here, either on the JockJive Sports Network website or YouTube. And I'm Trey James, your broadcaster, announcer. It's been a very trying time for all the teams here during the last several days because it has rained every single day. And one day, I think it was Monday, a monsoon came through here for about an hour and destroyed the tent. We were trying to keep us under cover, but the tent got destroyed. With spit and polish, we tried to get it back together and finally had to replace it today because it just fell and just fell apart. It did its duty, it served its duty, and died in the cause of softball. So we have a new canopy above us. Moorhead takes the mount, and we have Carly Falls coming into the plate. Up one more pitch from the pitcher, Moorhead. And we're just going to wait for throw down to second by Kaiser to signify that she's ready. And there you go. As Falls is outside the box, taking practice swings, waiting for Kaiser to get back from the pitcher's mound, having a chat with Moorhead.
Lead off the inning for Virginia, number 9, Carly Falls.
All right, this is the top of the 7th, the final inning. Unless Virginia gets something going and at least ties it up with 4 runs this inning, which they're more than capable of doing. They're very, very capable of doing that. Hanging a crooked number for that team is something that they did earlier in the game in the 3rd inning when they scored 3. And that is popped up to the 3rd baseman over the fence behind the dugout, so that is strike 2.
Come on.
0-2 says Blue. There was one game the umpire crew were wearing pink shirts. It just felt weird. Not that I'm, biased against colors and all that stuff, but I was just, you can't say the blue crew anymore. It's the pink crew. Make adjustments on the fly, right? Count is 1-2 to Falls. Moorhead delivers. Low and outside, even in the count to 2-2. Falls is showing a good eye. And the pitch to Falls. Oh, hit by the pitch in the upper shoulder. In the upper shoulder she is hit, and she takes first. She doesn't care. She's calling back to the dugout saying, "Bring me in." She says, "Bring me in." And that brings up Addie Camden, number 4. So we have 1 on, no outs, and Camden at the plate. Strike 1 says the ump. Moorhead delivers, and the ball is hit in between the first and second baseman. Right fielder comes in and gets the ball, but no one's standing at first to make the reception on that. So Camden is safe at first. Falls moves up to second.
Runners on first and second. Number 4, Miranda.
I don't know if you can smell that in the air, but I think Virginia is trying to mount a comeback here. We have Miranda Thacker coming up, number 4. Kaiser goes out to Moorhead, has a quick conversation with her. Thacker is waiting to get into the box, waiting for the umpire to get behind the plate as well as the catcher. So we have 2 on, no outs in the top of the 7th. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 to count to Thacker. Falls at second, Camden at first, and the pitch from Moorhead. She looked like she was trying to lay down a bunt, but pulled the bat back and is still a strike. And the pitch fouled back. 0-2 is the count still. Two on, no outs. 0-2 the count to Thacker. It's getting really exciting around here. Slowed it. Moorhead slowed that down and it kind of floated in there for a ball. Yeah, these pitchers can throw the softball anywhere between 35 and 60 miles an hour, and you can notice a difference as it goes in. 2-2 the count. That was low, ball 2. The intensity is ratcheting up here. Strike 3, called third strike on Thacker. That'll be the first out of the inning. Thacker caught looking.
Number 55, Haven Tyree.
Haven Tyree, number 55, is at the plate. She is the center fielder for Virginia. So we have Moorhead pitching to Tyree. That's a slow call by the ump, but is now called a ball. Moorhead sets in, delivers a pitch to Kaiser. Tyree looks like she's going to bunt and pulls the bat back. Count is 2-0. Tyree demonstrating a good eye there at the plate. And the pitch, ball 3 high. Falls at second, Camden at first, and Tyree is at the plate. He steps back in and wastes the delivery. Strike 1 to Tyree. Again brought the bat around to make it appear that she was going to bunt, but pulls it back. Still, the umpire called it strike. And the pitch for Moorhead. Down low, ball 4. We now have the bases loaded. 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
With the bases loaded. Now coming to bat, number 25, Serenity Diener.
Okay, so we have Serenity Diener. Serenity Diener, number 25, coming to the plate. Bases loaded. Diener at the plate. Falls at third. Camden at second. Tyree at first. The first ball is a ball. First pitch is a ball, I should say. I'm just getting a little excited. It's just the intensity is just getting higher and higher as we go along here. And we just hear a little bit of thunder. Do not want this game postponed anymore. The wind is picking up. Flag in center field is blowing all around. Looks like it's blowing in toward the home plate right now. Count is 1-1. Moorhead delivers, high, ball 2. Two and 1 to count to Diener. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Diener turns around, it appears to bunt, pulls it back, ball 3. Looks like Virginia is forcing Moorhead to throw strikes. They don't care how they get on, they just want to get on. Low, ball 4, forcing in a run. Score now is 7-4, North Carolina over Virginia. So Fall scores on the force. Camden moves over to third. Tyree goes to second, and Diener goes to first. Sounds like a conga line. Coach calls time for North Carolina to head out to, that's Coach Moorhead, or GCM as he likes to be addressed. I'm sure his fans out there are enjoying that. All right, as Coach Moorhead goes off the field, North Carolina players go back to their positions.
Now coming to the bat, number 5, Elena Robertson.
Elena Robinson, number 5, comes to the batter's box. Base is still loaded. Score 7-4. Moorhead delivers. And for a strike. So whatever Coach GCM said seems to have settled down Moorhead. Maybe reminded her that they still have a 3-run lead. All they need is 2 outs. That is ball 1. 1-1 to count. 2-1 the count. Ball just barely outside. He was close. That's exactly what appears to be happening here. Is Virginia is forcing Moorhead to throw strikes. All they have to do is just get 3 more runs in, and they will tie the score. 4 to go ahead. And that is a strike, strike 2. And the pitch. Foul back. Foul back to the backstop. Count remains 3-2. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Score 7-4. North Carolina leading Virginia. And the pitch. Low, ball 4. Another run comes across the plate. And the conga line continues.
Stepping into that number 17, Maggie Seaman.
So Camden comes in, Tyree goes to third, Diener goes to first, Robertson goes to first. And Maddie Siemens, number 17, comes to the plate. The wind is now blowing right to left. Looks like Culberson is coming in to pitch. She is taking, number 19 is taking Moorhead's place. Coach GCM not taking any more chances.
Now coming to the mound, number 19, Zoe Culberson.
So Elena Robertson drew a walk, forced in a run, and brought the score up to 7-5. And Culberson comes in with a strike. So Moorhead moved over to first base. Oh, 1 the count here to Siemens. Ball outside, 1-1. And yet we climb the ladder of intensity here. Ball 2 outside. The count to Siemens. Strike 2 calls blue. Base is still loaded. Culberson looks in on Kaiser. Strike 3 called. 3rd strike. Siemens goes down looking.
Now batting number 2, Megan Tweedy.
That brings up number 2, Megan Tweedy. You can imagine the weight of the world is on her shoulders right now. I'm sure she can handle it. I'm sure she can bring it in. This is what every kid lives for. They want to have the last inning, bottom of the whatever the inning is. Bases loaded. They want it. They want to go in and do it. They want this winning moment. Strike 2. 0-2 to Tweedy. 2 outs. Tweedy contemplates her thoughts, steps back into the box. Culberson looks in. High, ball one. I can feel my blood pressure rising and rising as this continues. I almost got a silly grin across my face. This is really exciting. 1-2 to count. Ball 2 to Tweedy. Bases loaded, top of the 7th. 2-2 to count with 2 outs to Tweedy. Hair standing up on my arm. Popped up, hits the backstop. Count remains 2-2. As Blue agrees with me. For I and him. And the pitch from Culberson. Swing and a miss. Struck Tweedy out. That is the end of the game. That is one of the most exciting games that I've been part of in this World Series here in Prince George County, Virginia. One of the most, oh my God, my hair was standing up on my arms. I was so excited. This was a brilliant game fought by both sides, North Carolina and Amherst, Virginia. Nobody has to be sad about what happened here. I know Amherst, Virginia is going to be, despondent about losing the game, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. This was a well-fought game. Everybody did their best. So the final score here on the Grayson P. Austin Fields, North Carolina 7, Amherst, Virginia 5.
There we go! We're gonna get it! Here we go!
Well, that appears to be it here. One moment here. That might have been Virginia's only first loss. I'm going to double check here. I'll be right back. All right, this is what's going on. That was Virginia's first loss. So they are not out of the tournament yet. I did not want to misspeak anything. I didn't want to give any bad information, but that was Virginia's first loss. So they are not out of the tournament. They are still in the World Series tournament. Okay, so with that in mind, final score is 7-5. North Carolina handing Virginia their first loss of the tournament. We will go to a different game here momentarily. They're going to be resuming the game between. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me get this.
At the concession stand, if you'd like breakfast, I know lunch is getting ready to be happening too.
Okay, it's not listing here in my chart here. So what I'm going to say is, I know Louisiana is going to be one of the teams. Prince George and Louisiana, that's the game. Okay, so they'll be resuming Louisiana and Prince George here within the next 10-15 minutes, and this game is over. And we were called a day. My name is Trey James, broadcasting for JockJive Sports. Thank you very kindly for coming out here and listening and watching and enjoying the game. That was one heck of a game that we had just witnessed. Folks, take care. God bless.